All right, folks, coming back home, if I didn't know better, I'd say there's no common sense left in America. There's craziness, not normalcy. There's insanity replacing reasonableness. I want to go back to New York City last Friday night on the eve of Veterans Day weekend that honors all those who served in the U.S. military to defend the cause of American freedom. Now, to remind you, take a look at these absolutely, utterly awful pictures of what happened in this once great city last Friday night. First, a huge protest of Palestinian supporters ripped down the American flag in New York City and replaced it with Palestinian flags. Okay, you can see it very clearly. This is awful. This is an insult to our country and to the veterans who served it, and frankly, an insult to every American. Most unfortunately, you will see NYPD cops standing around doing nothing. Now, in the end, give them credit, they hauled off the guy who did it. But what about all the other protesters? Now, please don't get me wrong. I am a huge supporter of the cops, but I don't understand why they're mostly just standing around doing nothing here in this picture. There were no proper parade permits. The protesters could have all been arrested and should have been arrested. But then again, tearing down the American flag on the eve of Veterans Day, this is part of the insanity that seems to have taken over at least some of our cities, some of our fancy elite colleges. And last Friday night, it hit the streets of New York. Why did Mayor Eric Adams allow this to happen? He didn't do anything. He's a cop, or at least a former cop. There's the banner. Take a look at this. Palestinian supporters rip down the flag in New York City. Then there's the Grand Central Station insanity. Let me read the banner on TikTok, no less. TikTok, the Chinese social media. The banner reads, Hamas supporters in New York City have surrounded Grand Central Station and are attempting to breach the outer doors to reach police officers sheltering inside? Police officers sheltering inside? I don't get it. The police are supposed to keep law and order outside. Again, I want to say, I love the cops. Almost every time I see a police officer on the street or out in front of our Fox building here, I go up to them. I thank them for their service. So it breaks my heart that on Veterans Weekend, or any other time for that matter, they couldn't keep the order with crazy people tearing down American flags or closing Grand Central Station. Where were the arrests? Well, I will say this, in defense of the police, they probably know that from the mayor on down, they're not going to get any support for making these arrests. In fact, let me suggest that the blue line knows from President Biden all the way on the way down, they're not going to get any support. All right, folks, remember, Hamas murdered 1,400 people on October 7th in cold blood. That included over 30 Americans. We hope 9 Americans are still being held hostage in Gaza by these cutthroat terrorists. They attacked our country. They are attacking American Jews. They are attacking Israeli Jews and Jews from other nations as well. Now, back to New York City and places around the country, this is the worst period of anti-Semitism since the Nazi era of the Holocaust. President Biden, listen to this. President Biden sets up an interagency group inside the White House to do what? To investigate Islamophobia? Huh? Really? Where's the National Commission of honorable and wise men and women to investigate anti-Semitism? What happened to that, Mr. Biden? Where is your response? When do we say enough? When do we say this is America? When do we restore law and order? When do we restore common sense? Where are the adults in the room? Where are the civic leaders? Where are the college presidents? Where are the ministers of all faith? Where are the elected officials? Who is going to restore the moral difference between right and wrong, between democracy and tyranny, between murder and safety? Somebody's got to do it soon, because we are running out of time. The insanity is growing, the common sense is shrinking, and that, folks, is a very bad place for a great country like America to be. And that's my thought.